Junior Carnival moves to Dwight York Stadium. Battle lines drawn for Winward Calypso crown. And Tobago Lima's Juve Band launch. Good evening, I am Kristen Salandi and you're locked into the Tobago Updates television news for Wednesday 11th of February 2026. Now to our top story. A major venue change for Tobago's youngest masqueraders. The annual Junior Extravaganza is moving from the Shore Park complex to the Dwight York Stadium parade grounds. The shift comes as the island prepares for 3 days of youth-focused competition. Jewel Green George has the details on how band leaders are adjusting to the 2026 National Carnival season.
The stage is set, but the location has changed. Tomorrow morning, the Dwight York Stadium parade grounds will transform into a hub for Tobago's youth culture. Organizers confirmed the Junior Extravaganza will now kick off at 10 a.m. at the parade ground venue. This is the first of 3 major events for the Little Legends of Mass. Following Thursday's show, the action moves to Scarborough on Saturday, February 14th, Valentine's Day, and concludes in Roxborough on Sunday 15th. For veteran band leaders, the focus is on tradition and preservation. Marsling Ned, head of the newly renamed MRL and Associates, says her group is ready to showcase the heritage of East Tobago.
Now, we are focusing on Pembroke with the Salaka Feast that they do. That is our presentation for this year.
The competition features categories for junior kings, queens, and individuals across 2 age brackets. Traditional mask characters like the Jab Jab and Dame Lorraine will also take center stage. Ned's large band is preparing for a grueling but rewarding schedule that spans across the island.
And then we are taking the children all the way to Roxborough. So we are looking forward to Roxborough. Roxborough is they do enjoy.
While the logistics of moving bands between Scarborough and Roxborough can be difficult, Ned insists the motivation remains the same, keeping the island's creative spirit alive.
We can't study that. We have to throw that behind our backs and just do it for the love of culture and keeping to be.
Judging occurs at each competition, with winners officially credited to their respective bands. However, those looking for their trophies will have to wait, as prize distribution is scheduled for a later date. Jewel Green George, Tobago Updates Television News.
The stage is set and the lyrical weapons have been sharpened. The Trinbago Unified Calypsonian Organization Tobago Zone has officially pulled back the curtain on the finalists for the 2026 Winward Calypso Monarch. 7 contenders have emerged from a rigorous election process to earn their spot at the Sid Gray Complex this coming Saturday. Among them are veterans and crowd favorites like Dillian Thomas performing One Man's Trash and Derek McMillan, who brings the intriguing White Shirt Boy to the stage. The competition promises deep social commentary with Garth Washington's Regional Peace, while Harris Hercules asks the poignant question, where do we go from here? Not to be outdone, Hollis Wright will deliver. SOE Town and Marlon Gottsel Ben, better known as The Lugger, presents The Awakening. Rounding out the challengers is Wendell Frederick with Play Mr. Panman Play. However, the road to the title runs directly through the reigning monarch, Mrs. Nicole Thomas Clark, who is prepared to defend her throne in what has become a staple event for the Roxborough community. The showdown kicks off on February 14th at 8 p.m. Whether you're there for the love of the art form or a Valentine's date with culture, the Sid Gray Complex is the place to be. Last Saturday, Tobago Limas officially launched their Juve Band, joining the excitement of Tobago's National Carnival. The group energized revelers at both the Crown Point and Calder Hall Juve celebrations, marking a lively start to the carnival season and showcasing their vibrant costumes, music, and spirited performances across the island. Here are the details.
Every sit-on, Social Media and Communications Manager for Tobago Lima's mass ban, emphasized that Tobago continues to see limited participation in National Carnival, as most revelers travel to Trinidad. However, he noted that October Carnival, now in its fourth year, is growing and could become a major attraction if better promoted locally, given Tobago's ample space.
So a long while ago, National Carnival, they don't have much tourist persons on the island to take part in National Carnival, and it goes down to Trinidad. And October Carnival is now building up. I think it's the third year or so. It's building up to the 4th year. And it's building up. So it get attraction for the October Carnival. I don't think the National Carnival is promoted enough in Tobago, because Tobago has space.
Seaton believes marketing for Tobago's National Carnival is currently low. He noted that with better promotion, October Carnival could use the National Carnival as a springboard to attract more participants and boost local engagement.
The National Carnival in Tobago is, to me, is kind of low at the moment, right? But if it gets like marketing, and we can focus on promoting the October Carnival with any National Carnival.
The importance of Carnival is about people enjoying themselves, but he believes there is room for improvement in October and National Carnival to enhance participation and overall experience.
It's Carnival, you know what I mean? And I think people come out and they enjoy themselves, and there's room. There's room for improvement in both October and National.
Seaton emphasized that while Tobago's Carnival offers enjoyment and cultural celebration, strategic marketing and promotion is essential to boost participation and fully showcase the island's potential for both National and October Carnival events. This is Aliyah Balgobin reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
Up next, Tobago police target drug abuse in school outreach.
Every night and day, I want to wave, I want to wine, I want to party with you. I want to look it right, yeah. I want to wave, I want to wine, I want to party with you. When the rhythm pumping up, it's everybody jumping up. We sweating.
Hair goals, we've got them. At S&R Hair Fantasy, we provide a wide variety of quality hair, the latest hair accessories, adult toys, skin lightening products, female underwear, and much more under one roof. Check us out on Shelbourne Street in Plymouth or call us at 317-0808. We're open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. S&R Hair Fantasy for queens who know exactly what they want.
The Caribbean is more than just a place. It's a spirit, resilient, vibrant, and full of possibility. Rooted in connection, driven by community. It's who we are and the heart of everything we do. For over 150 years, we've been right here, invested in the Caribbean, its people, and its progress. And today, we're going even further. Liberty Business, rooted in the Caribbean, committed to you.
Tobago. It's Carnival. The vibe. The event space, formerly known as Shade. Bottom Court Tobago. Said, let's celebrate Carnival. Bring your coolers every Friday and Saturday. Starting from Friday the 30th of January till Carnival week. And pay $50 at the door with your cooler all night. No ice, no chaser. Allowed. Top DJ and artists passing through. Every Friday and Saturday to pre-book your cabanas. Call 369-6414 and 394-3612 or email iwamg@gmail.com. And this promotion is going on until Easter. Gates open at 9 p.m. It's rum. It's bacchanal. Bring your coolers and come.
Been down this road before. All that left is rum and bacchanal. This is Carnival.
Thanks for staying with us. The Trinidad and Tobago Police Service is taking its message of safety and sobriety directly to the classroom. As part of its Drug Awareness Week, officers are visiting primary schools across Tobago to build stronger ties with the island's youngest citizens. Joel Green George reports.
It was a day of interactive learning for students at Pembroke Anglican and Goodwood Methodist primary schools. A high-ranking team, including ACP Pear and Senior Superintendent Kirk, traded their desks for the schoolyard to talk about more than just law and order. In partnership with the Alcohol and Drug Abuse Prevention Program, ADAP, the outreach was focused on the real-world dangers of alcohol, tobacco, and vaping. The goal is to promote positive decision-making before children reach their teenage years. Beyond substance abuse, the sessions covered carnival safety. ASP Bacchus and Inspector Sterling reminded students that the police are friends to the community. Bacchus explained that whether in a marked car or working quietly in the background, the TTPS is always present.
That sometimes policemen not be in uniform. They may be in plain clothes and they could be watching you. They could be watching you.
The students were also given a direct line to safety. Officers encouraged anyone who feels afraid or finds themselves home alone to call the 211 or 999 emergency numbers immediately. The interagency collaboration aims to create a safer school environment by ensuring students are both informed and empowered. By building these relationships early, the TTPS and ADAP hope to foster a community where the next generation feels secure and supported. If you have any questions, emergency, or have information to pass on, you can call 911 for emergencies, 999 for the police, 811 for the ambulance, 800 tips for Crime Stoppers, and 555 for the anti-crime hotline. For Tobago Updates Television News, I'm Joel Green George.
In the wake of a tragedy, than thin yellow lines of police tape means to protect a crime scene, but it is also being used to wall off accountability. For years, the Police Complaints Authority has stood as the nation's watchdog, yet recent concerns suggest they are being kept at arm's length when the stakes are highest. The former top cop argues that for the PCA to truly serve the people, it needs more than just a front row seat to an investigation. More in this report from Martina Renales Salazar.
Former Commissioner of Police Gary Griffiths is raising the alarm over what he describes as the deliberate exclusion of the Police Complaints Authority from active crime scenes. In the high-stakes environment of a crime scene, the line between maintaining order and ensuring accountability can often become blurred. While the law grants police total control over a cordon area, questions are being raised about where the authority ends and independent oversight begins. Griffith argues that when the PCA, the very watchdog meant to ensure unbiased investigations, is kept at bay, it becomes more than just hinder a process. It damages the public's trust in the entire service.
So they have deliberately prevented the PCA. So when there's a shooting or there's a murder, whatever, if it involves police officers or not, the police have full authority for that crime scene. So they can dictate who has access in or out. They can block the media, they can block the family, they can block the PCA. But why block the PCA? Why prevent them from being on the crime scene? Why prevent them from speaking to the victims or the suspects? Why prevent them from having access to being told immediately if there's a shooting? When you do these things, it gives the impression you're trying to cover.
But for Gary Griffith, the problem isn't just about what the PCA can see, it's about what they are legally allowed to do. Describing the oversight body as a, quote, toothless bulldog, end quote, the former commissioner is calling for a radical shift in the law. He argues that without the power to arrest, the PCA remains a secondary player in the pursuit of justice.
The PCA has, they only have advisory capacity. They don't have the authority to arrest or to charge. So what the only PCA now is a toothless bulldog. And that is why I continue to insist there must be legislative changes to allow the PCA to have not just investigative capacity, but the authority to arrest and charge by bringing police officers under the umbrella of the PCA, having them thoroughly polygraphed on a regular basis, making it known to them that you are now independent. No police officer can pressure you, direct you, manipulate you, influence you, bribe you, and you now have full reign.
The call for a bite to match the back of the Police Complaints Authority suggests a turning point in the conversation on national security. For Gary Griffith, the solution lies in moving beyond simple oversight and toward a system where the watchers have the same legal weight as the watched. As the debate over legislative reform continues, the core issue remains the restoration of public confidence, ensuring that at every crime scene, the pursuit of the truth is never obscured by the yellow tape of authority. I am Martina Renales Salazar reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
Police are today warning citizens about a surge in the number of sophisticated online investment scams. The Trinidad and Tobago Police Service says scammers now use deepfake technology. These fraudulent ads use the likeness of prominent local figures to lure victims. Officers say the promised financial returns are fake. Citizens are being put on guard to be on the lookout for red flags like video and voice being out of sync. Check the follow account on these social media pages. Legitimate businesses will not have a jumble of letters as a website address. The TTPS urges the public to report these pages to Facebook immediately and not to click on the links leading to irrelevant websites. You are being advised to block and delete any suspicious requests to protect your bank account. To report online scams, immediately contact the Cybercrime Unit at 1-868-625-7937 and please stay alert and stay safe online. The news will continue in a moment, but why wait? You can follow every story, every update all the time. Join the conversation and find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. Don't miss a beat. We will be right back.
Coming up, fetes, pan, parades, soca. Yes, Carnival is in full swing. Artists from all over added their strokes to Antigua and Barbuda's canvas. A boost for these Barbadian projects through the power to make a difference. Equal servings of culture and good cheer. It's Caribbean Passport TV right here on this station.
Hey, you come in. Long time I see you. This station complete. Ready for children party. Mommy! Jay, you can't go nowhere with these children. And you know you can't depend on Kevin neither Steven to see about them. Yeah, total waste. So I supposed to stay home whole time? Jada is 12. She could see about them. You just leave Jada to see about Kia and Kayla? I thought it's your mother or your sister. Who? Them always busy. Chida could handle that. She cooking and cleaning a long time. And the next two, better know what time it is. It's only me, you know.
G. I will talk to my mother. She just home these days. She will make sure the children okay.
Alright.
Let me see the moves for later.
Before you ramage, make sure the children okay. Call 996 to report all child abuse now. A message from the Children's Authority of Trinidad and Tobago.
Every night and day, I want to wave, I want to wine, I want to party with you. I want to look it right, yeah. I want to wave, I want to wine, I want to party with you. When the rhythm pumping up, it's everybody jumping up. We sweating, and when the sun is blazing, it's party like we crazy.
Tobago. It's Carnival. The vibe. The event space, formerly known as Shade. For them called Tobago. Said, let's celebrate Carnival. Bring your coolers every Friday and Saturday. Starting from Friday the 30th of January till Carnival week. And pay $50 at the door with your cooler all night. No ice, no chaser. Allowed. Top DJ and artists passing through. Every Friday and Saturday. To pre-book your cabanas, call 369-6414 and 394-3612. Or email iwamg@gmail.com. And this promotion is going on until Easter. Gates open at 9 p.m. It's rum. It's bacchanal. Bring your coolers and come.
Been down this road before. All that left is rum and bacchanal. This is Carnival.
Welcome back. Concerns are mounting over proposed changes to the Tobago House of Assembly standing orders, with IDA Public Relations Officer Stacey Herbert warning they could limit public participation and reduce transparency. The amendments now under review address meeting schedules and citizen petitions, prompting debate about accountability in the legislative process. Here are the details.
IDA Public Relations Officer Stacey Herbert emphasized that even though the IDA doesn't hold a seat in the House, representation and accountability are not non-existent. Principles exist wherever citizens' voices are acknowledged and public policies are scrutinized. Herbert added that the organization's responsibility is to observe, question, and ensure that government actions align with the needs and interests of all Tobagonians.
Representation and accountability do not always require a seat in the House. They exist wherever citizens' voices are heard and policies are examined. Our role is to monitor, question, and ensure that government actions reflect the needs and the interests of all Tobagonians. The context we are raising, or the concerns we are raising today, come from the first sitting of the new House that was held on Thursday, January 22nd, following the elections on January 12th.
Herbert explained, according to Standing Order 16 of the Tobago House of Assembly's current standing orders, sittings are held on a fixed schedule, the fourth Thursday of each month, allowing citizens and the media to plan participation and coverage. The proposed flexibility could hinder public engagement and make media coverage less predictable.
According to Standing Order 16, not 17, of the current Tobago House of Assembly Standing Order book, meetings occur on a fixed schedule, the fourth Thursday of every month, allowing citizens and the media to plan attendance, coverage, and the participation. With the new flexibility, the public may no longer be able to plan or engage meaningfully. Media houses become coverage, becomes unpredictable.
Looking at motions 4 and 5, Herbert noted that the proposed changes significantly raise the threshold for citizens' participation. She explained that the requirement would move from 1 signature to 100 signatures for a formal response from the House. Previously, a single citizen could submit a petition for consideration.
Looking at motion 4 and 5, motion 4 and 5 raises the thresholds for citizens' participation, right? Citizen petition, rather. It moves it from 1 signature to 100 signatures for a formal response from the House, and from 1 signature to 400 signatures to trigger a debate. Previously, a single citizen could have brought a petition to the House, and this is in the standing order book.
She maintained that while reform is necessary, it must not come at the expense of public access and democratic participation. She urged lawmakers to carefully consider the long-term impact of the proposed changes, stressing that strong governance depends on transparency and the active involvement of the people of Tobago. This is Aaliyah Balgobin reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
Trinidad and Tobago Transparency Institute has released its 2025 Corruption Perceptions Index, and for Trinidad and Tobago, the needle has failed to move. For the second year running, the Twin Island Republic maintains a score of 41 out of 100. The stagnant score leaves the country tied for 81st place globally. Locally, the Transparency Institute notes this consistency reflects deeply entrenched challenges in the public sector, particularly regarding the misuse of public funds and abuse of office. Regionally, we are now sitting just below the Americas, average of 42, while neighbors like Guyana showed slight improvements, moving up to a score of 40. TNT remains paralyzed in a mid-range bracket that experts call a decade of stalled efforts. The global picture is equally grim. The world average has dropped to a new low of 42, as over 2/3 of countries continue to score below 50. This downward trend is fueled by a global crisis in judicial independence and the targeting of independent voices. According to the release, without bold leadership to strengthen institutions and protect whistleblowers, the fight against corruption remains at a standstill. The question now is whether the current administration can implement the reforms needed to finally move TNT forward. The stage is set for the ultimate steel pan showdown this Saturday. Earlier today, the finalists in the large conventional band category gathered at Pan Trinbago's headquarters to learn their fate in the performance lineup. Joe Green George reports on the order of play for the Savannah stage.
The tension at Pan Trinbago headquarters was palpable this afternoon as representatives from 11 of the nation's top steel orchestras pulled numbers for the grand finals. Defending champions, BP Renegades will have to maintain their momentum from an early spot in the lineup, while perennial favorites Desperados and Exodus look to close out the night.
Position 1, True Citizen Supernovas. Position 2, Master Trinidad All Stars. Number 3, BP Renegades. Number 4, Pullman Scarlet. Number 5, Nutrient Silver Stars. Number 6, Phase 2 Pan Blue. Number 7, TNTech Tropical Angel Hops. Number 8, Desperados. Number 9, Republic Bank Exodus. Number 10, Cats and Jammers. And number 11, Skippers to the Orchestra.
Supernovas will face the daunting task of opening the crack at position number 1. They are followed immediately by Massey Trinidad All-Stars and a three-peat seeking Renegades. History shows that later playing positions often benefit from a more settled judging panel and a peaked crowd energy. This year, Skiffle New Orchestra secured the coveted final spot at number 11, while Tobago's Cats and Jammers will be playing at position number 10. 11. Each band is competing for a grand prize of $1 million and the prestige of the national title. With the draw now complete, the focus shifts to the final intense rehearsals in the panyards before the big stage. The Panorama Large Band Finals kicks off at the Queen's Park Savannah this Saturday starting at 7 p.m. Jewel Green George, Tobago Updates Television News.
Last evening, the Shore Park grounds came alive as secondary schools across Tobago gathered for the Secondary Schools Track and Field Zonal, hosted by the Division of Education, Skills and Innovation. Participating institutions included Speyside High, Roxborough Secondary, Goodwood Secondary, Mason Hall Secondary, Pentecostal Light and Life Foundation High, Scarborough Secondary, Signal Hill Secondary, and Bishops High. Students aged 11 to 17 competed fiercely in a wide range of events, showcasing both speed and skill. Track events ranged from the explosive 100-meter sprint to the demanding 4x400-meter relay, while field disciplines such as long jump and shot put added to the excitement of the meet. The competition provided a valuable platform for young athletes to test their abilities, gain experience, and represent their schools with pride. Coaches and spectators alike praised the high level of performance, sportsmanship, and enthusiasm displayed throughout the evening, making the zonals a memorable and successful event. The weather report when we return. Stay with us.
As you come in. Long time I see you. This station complete. Ready for children party. Mommy!
Jay, you can't go nowhere with these children. And you know you can't depend on Kevin neither Stephen to see about them.
Yeah, total waste. So I supposed to stay home whole time? Jada is 12. She could see about that.
You just leave Jada to see about Kira and Kayla. I thought it was your mother or your sister.
Who? Them always busy. Jada could handle that. She cooking and cleaning a long time. And the next two, better know what time it is. It's only me, you know.
I will talk to my mother. She just home these days. She will make sure the children okay.
Alright.
Let me see the moves for later.
Before you ramage, make sure the children okay. Call 996 to report all child abuse now. A message from the Children's Authority of Trinidad and Tobago.
The Caribbean is more than just a place. It's a spirit, resilient, vibrant, and full of possibility. Rooted in connection, driven by community. It's who we are at the heart of everything we do. For over 150 years, we've been right here, invested in the Caribbean, its people, and its progress. And today, we're going even further. Liberty Business, rooted in the Caribbean, committed to you.
Coming up, fets, pan, parades, soca. Yes, Carnival is in full swing. Artists from all over added their strokes to Antigua and Barbuda's canvas. A boost for these Barbadian projects through the power to make a difference. Equal servings of culture and good cheer. It's Caribbean Passport TV right here on this station.
Welcome back. Every day we bring you closer to the issue that matters most. Tobago currently hosts its own carnival in addition to the National Trinidad and Tobago Carnival, sparking debate about cost, cultural value, tourism benefits, and economic impact. For our social media poll today, we asked, how do you feel about Tobago having two carnival celebrations? 18% voted it boosts tourism, culture, and business. 11% voted support it, but spending should be controlled. 71% voted prefer one carnival resources should focus on a single, stronger event. Remember, your voice counts too. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram and join the conversation by voting in our daily polls. Now for a look at the weather update from the TNT Met office. Tonight will be mostly fair with a few brisk showers in some areas. Tomorrow, conditions will be generally fair and breezy, becoming partly cloudy at times, with a few brief showers and a low chance for an isolated moderate to heavy shower, mainly during the late morning or afternoon and favoring hilly areas. There is likely to be an occasionally moderate concentration of Saharan dust in the atmosphere, and sensitive persons are advised to take the necessary precautions. Tonight's minimum temperature is expected to be 23 degrees Celsius at Piarco and 24 degrees Celsius at Crown Point. Tomorrow's maximum temperature is forecast to be 31 degrees Celsius at Piarco and 30 degrees Celsius at Crown Point, with heat indices reaching around 34 degrees in Piarco and 33 degrees in Crown Point. Seas will be moderate across Trinidad and Tobago and rough elsewhere, with waves up to 2.5 meters locally, increasing to 2.5 to 3 meters elsewhere in open waters, and near 1 meter locally up to 1.5 meters elsewhere in sheltered areas. A hazardous seas alert yellow level remains in effect, and mariners are urged to exercise caution. Sunrise tomorrow is at 6:27 and sunset is at 6:13. And that's all the time we have tonight for Tobago Updates News. Have a great night. But before we go, let's recap the headlines. Junior Carnival moves to Dwight York Stadium. Battle lines drawn for Winward Calypso crown. And Bago Lima's Juve band launched.